There's no imminent danger or problem that stems from displaying a piece of nylon. The hypocrisy is extremely difficult to reconcile, given that this legislative body has repeatedly sent the message that banning items, even deadly ones such as guns, from schools and public places is a violation of the Constitution.
Tennessean Republican Representative Bulso has introduced a bill for Tennessee schools that would ban certain political flags, namely the pride flag. He claims that the pride flag is one of the most exclusive flags in our history, should not be allowed in schools, and is part of indoctrinating children into the LGBTQ agenda or lifestyle or whatever you want to call it, because it doesn't exist. Additionally, he admitted that he just doesn't have the same values as believing in same-sex marriage or transgender rights, and that also is influencing his bringing this bill forward. And there were some Tennessee moms who had some thoughts on this bill that they brought forward.
I'm a public school mom of 3 kids. This is a fairly blatant violation of the First Amendment right to free speech and free exercise. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of Kennedy, who sued the district for forbidding him from praying on a high school football field. The court stated, and I quote, "Learning how to tolerate speech of all kinds is a part of learning how to live in a pluralistic society, a trait of character essential to a tolerant citizenry." So there's clear and recent judicial precedent opposing what this bill is trying to do. There's no imminent danger or problem that stems from displaying a piece of nylon. The hypocrisy is extremely difficult to reconcile, given that this legislative body has repeatedly sent the message that banning items, even deadly ones such as guns, from schools and public places is a violation of the Constitution. Lawmakers feel more threatened by a piece of fabric than an automatic rifle. Mr. Bulso has a personal conflict of interest. He works with Moms for Liberty, who have directly requested that this bill be brought. Mr. Bulso represents this same group of women on a lawsuit currently filed against the Williamson County School Board. This is a blatant conflict of interest. These women have him on legal retainer, and he stands to profit financially from this arrangement.
Oh yeah, he's also representing Moms for Liberty, who are suing the Education Board for not removing certain challenged books from the library, because apparently reading The Perks of Being a Wallflower makes you gay. As a member of the LGBTQ community, I can confirm this is definitely part of the agenda. And it's been in the works for a long time, and we've been slowly infiltrating through young adult novels to indoctrinate children. And then what the pride flag does is when you look at it after reading one of these books, it hypnotizes you and it turns you gay.
Finally, a flag has no power to change a person's viewpoint or deeply held beliefs. The waving of a French flag will not make a person French. However, it will make a French person feel welcomed. A flag can send the message to children who may otherwise feel alone or bullied that they are accepted, that they are in a safe space.
A pride flag is nothing more than a symbol of acceptance and inclusion. Acceptance and inclusion should not be divisive. This bill is government overreach. Students learn best when they feel loved, supported, and seen. Students are excited to go to a classroom where they feel supported, so school attendance increases and in turn, learning increases. Why is that a problem? Students who have at least one supportive adult in their lives are much more likely to stay alive. Again, I ask you, why is that a problem? I find it unsettling that our politicians are putting energy into a bill banning flags meant to make students feel accepted and loved while doing nothing about students dying from gun violence in our schools and our community. Please reconsider this bill. It will be detrimental to our students and families who call our school a safe home away from home.
I need you to understand that this bill prohibits the display of any flags that represent a political viewpoint, including to but not limited to a partisan, racial, sexual orientation, gender, or other ideological viewpoint. So if you're gay or trans and you exist, you are making a statement that is an ideological viewpoint. If you're gay or trans and you just want to be accepted, that is politically motivated, and you are trying to indoctrinate children. And we cannot even acknowledge that you exist in the form of a piece of fabric painted with the rainbow.
The problem is that parents have a right to send their children to public schools without those children being indoctrinated by those who want.
When we say display, is there a technical term on display. What does that mean?
To display something is to put it out for public view, to have it exhibited. The bill provides that a parent or a guardian of the student who's enrolled has standing to file a civil action. We could actually amend that provision to require a parent provide 10 days written notice before a parent or a guardian could file a legal action.
You know, all those lovely points that those moms made about how a flag is not indoctrination, and, you know, waving a French flag doesn't make you French, it just makes the French feel welcome. You know how those were really good points? The problem here isn't that he's misunderstanding. It's not like you're going to explain to him that it's not indoctrination and use a really good analogy and he's going to be like, oh, I get it now. Oh my gosh. He knows. He knows that gay isn't contagious. He knows you can't indoctrinate children into this lifestyle. He knows. That's not the problem. The problem is control, power and control over certain marginalized groups, and money, because he's going to make money off that lawsuit if he wins with Moms for Liberty. These representatives aren't homophobic and transphobic because they actually believe those things. Some of them might believe it some, but mostly they understand you can't be indoctrinated into being gay. They understand your kid can't catch gay from looking at a pride flag. They understand that. They're grifters. They're grifters, and they're taking advantage of working class Republicans who don't understand these things so that they can have power and so that they can make money. As with every single politician, follow the money. You want to know why they're making a choice they're making? It's all about the money. It's always about the money. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out some of my content that isn't news related, you can check out my personal YouTube channel at Bad Gamer Wyatt. And until then, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.